Oftentimes DOT will come to a property owner and say, hey, we're going to take some of your property for right-of-way, we're going to take some for utility easement, we're going to take some for temporary construction easement, or maybe even a permanent drainage easement or a slope easement. You know, what's the difference between a slope easement or utility easement or taking some of your property for right-of-way? And so I want to try to explain some of those topics and some of those takings so we'll have a good understanding of it. When DOT says they're taking some of your property for right-of-way, that means they're taking your total ownership of that property. In other words, if you have a parking lot and they're taking the whole parking lot in right-of-way, you no longer have any legal right to that parking lot. It all belongs to the DOT. If they take some of that parking lot for a permanent utility, they will tell you we're taking it to run utility lines, telephone wires, cable lines, any type of utility easement that you can think of. They, if they want to, can put inside that utility easement. You may still technically have legal ownership of some portion of that utility easement area, but from a use standpoint, really the DOT controls it. And then you often hear that DOT will take some of your property for what they call a temporary construction easement. The DOT can use that construction easement area for construction, park trucks, put dirt, put rocks, put other equipment that they need. They can use that for the entire time of the project, however long it lasts. The good news is after the project's over with, you get ownership of that temporary construction easement area back. Well, sometimes DOT may have changed that area. For example, let's say you have a nice stand of pine trees that provides a buffer between your house and the road, for example, and they have a temporary construction easement, and they cut down all those trees during construction, and you get the property back after the construction of the project. Well, the trees won't be there. They're not going to replant and grow those trees up to 30, 40 feet again after the project's over with. That'll be left to you to do. So while it is a temporary thing, a temporary easement, it can have some more permanent impacts on your property, even though it's a temporary easement. And then there's a drainage easement. It's the same concept of a utility easement. They can put drainage features, ditches, those type things in drainage easements. Oftentimes we'll have what's called a slope easement. And what that basically means is they're lowering or raising a part of your property to help with the highway. Right-of-way, temporary construction easement, utility easement, drainage easement, slope easements. Those are all types of takings you will hear oftentimes from the DOT as far as how they may be taken from your property. We want to emphasize, we want to focus on those things and maximize those issues that you can get compensated for, and minimize those issues in the law that you can't get compensated for. And that's where having an experienced eminent domain attorney can really make the big difference in helping you maximize what you recover from your case. And so we ask that you call us. We're glad to talk to you. What we often do is, if you want to and you're interested, we can certainly meet you at your office, meet you at your property. Feel free to call us for your free consultation, and we can go from there.